Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day so far. This is your second stimulus check update and second stimulus package update. December 1st, the first day of December, and we have some breaking news in regards to our second stimulus payment. Finally, Mitch McConnell is calling on Speaker Pelosi and Senator Chuck Schumer to accept a stimulus deal. Fox Business claims that McConnell has cranked up the heat on Speaker Pelosi, and he has told Congress that there's no reason stimulus relief should not pass by year's end. And according to Newsweek, pressure is on Speaker Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer to accept a smaller initial stimulus deal. Remember folks, that the Democrats want to pass a bigger stimulus package, somewhere near $2 trillion or $3 trillion. And according to Yahoo News, pandemic unemployment benefits were underpaid in most states. The majority of states have underpaid jobless Americans who rely on the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program, or PUA. Now with all this breaking news, when exactly will we get our second stimulus check? We know that multiple states across the country, like New Mexico, Colorado, and Missouri, have already begun giving out second stimulus payments. When will our politicians in Congress pass the bigger stimulus relief bill? Well, to find out, be sure to stay until the end of the video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the notifications bell so you never miss all the newest and most up-to-date, reliable stimulus check information. And let's get this video to 1,000 likes if you want to get a second stimulus check before Christmas. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has just given a speech to congressional leaders in Congress. Let's hear what he has to say.
To finish up 2020, the American people are counting on us to finish strong. We need to reach agreement on federal government funding to avoid a lapse in basic programs and services. We need to finish the annual defense authorization, especially on the federal bench. These are important assignments, but they aren't the only things that Congress should get done before the end of the year. There's no reason, none, why we should not deliver another major pandemic relief package to help the American people through what seems poised to be the last chapters of this battle. This morning, we got yet another major sign of hope. More data appear to confirm that the vaccine developed by Moderna is more than 94% effective. They're going ahead and asking the FDA for emergency use authorization. We want the small businesses that have already hung on for most of the year to survive a few more months. We need a second round of the job-saving Paycheck Protection Program. We Republicans have spent months trying to renew important help and provide even more. We tried to send more than $100 billion to help schools and welcome students and teachers safely to the classroom. We tried to implement common sense legal protections that universities and charities have been clamoring for. We've tried to pass all of this over and over.
Remember that Mitch McConnell is pushing for a skinny targeted stimulus relief bill. He does not want to pass anything near the $3 trillion mark or the $2 trillion mark that the Democrats are pushing for. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has proposed several $500 billion stimulus packages that have been rejected by the Democrats. So everybody tell me in the comments down below, with all of this breaking news in Congress, will there be a second stimulus bill? Comment down yes or no. And according to Newsweek, calls grow for Speaker Pelosi and Chuck Schumer to accept a smaller initial stimulus deal. Calls are mounting for Democrat figureheads to accept a smaller relief package, if necessary, and push more later. Amid the ongoing crisis, former chairman of the Council of Economic Advisors, Austin Goolsbee, who advised the Obama administration, told CNN today that he feels something needs to be done soon in order to prevent a potential double-dip recession. There's a lot of people really hurting in the country. I hope that they can agree on something soon. Goolsbee, who was also chief advisor for the Economic Recovery Advisory Board, Newsweek goes on to say that after being asked if Democrats should accept a smaller package before the end of the year, amid the ongoing stalemate over stimulus, Goolsbee said they should potentially take less now and push more down the line. I know everyone calls it stimulus, but this isn't stimulus. This literally just relief money until we can get the furnace back on. We have to do this. It's not jumpstarting growth. It's just keeping people from being evicted, keeping businesses from shutting down permanently from what was supposed to be a temporary shock. And I think it's important, Goolsbee said. Goolsbee told reporters. In addition, Goolsbee added, "My view is that the economy needs the relief immediately. The pandemic is raging out of control, and until we get a handle on it, it will cost a lot of people. It will cost a lot to keep people afloat and prevent permanent damage from a temporary hit. Newsweek also reports that meanwhile, some Democrats have called for a deal to be taken before the end of the year, with a compromise for a smaller bill to get support out to the public sooner. They echoed suggestions of something happening now, then potentially more in future. House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer told Roll Call, "I just hope that we can get an agreement. It may not be everything that everybody wants, but at least if we can get some significant relief to people. And then we're going to be here next year. If we need to do other things, we'll do other things." Everybody tell me in the comments down below, should Speaker Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer pass a smaller stimulus package right now, and then when President-elect Joe Biden is in office, they'll be able to pass a bigger stimulus bill. So will Speaker Pelosi pass the stimulus? Tell me what you think in the comments down below, everybody. Lawmakers across both sides have expressed desire for measures to be enacted. The Senate returns Monday, with 8 months having passed since the last relief package was signed by President Trump. And according to Newsweek, Democrat proposals in the form of the HEROES Act and an updated version of this, which took its overall spend down to $2.2 trillion, have passed the House, but face pushback in the GOP-led Senate. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has meanwhile pushed for a cut-down bill worth around $500 billion. However, this sort of offer has been rejected by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. Pelosi has been outspoken in her belief that Republican proposals have been insufficient to tackle the needs of the crisis. Everybody tell me in the comments down below, which party is to blame for holding back our second stimulus payment? Is it the Republicans or the Democrats? Tell me what you think, everybody, in the comments down below. And according to Yahoo News, the majority of states have underpaid jobless American workers who rely on the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program. The Government Accountability Office wrote in a report, the majority of states have been paying PUA claimants the minimum allowable benefit instead of the amount they are eligible for based on prior earnings. States should pay the difference between the amount previously paid and the amount owed for all weeks of unemployment that individual files during the pandemic assistance period. Yahoo News goes on to say that currently more than 9 million out of 20 million workers receiving unemployment benefits rely on PUA, which is a program available to gig workers, contractors, and the self-employed. If you found this video useful, feel free to subscribe to my channel and click the notifications bell. Remember that on this channel I always provide you with the most up-to-date and reliable stimulus check information. So be sure to subscribe. My message to our American government is to pass the stimulus, help the American people that need help, and pass more stimulus relief.